Hi, welcome into this Ultimate Smart Biz review, where I, Michael from Viral Home Based Pursuits and Viral Funding Solutions, will uncover all you need to know about this lending platform for SBA, PPP, and different types of bank loans, as well as so much more like the pros and cons, alternatives, its legitimacy, and what you can finally do to continue to build, grow, expand, and even get out of a tight pinch. But before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching me, I do come out with videos like this on alternative financing solutions, as well as different opportunities that are out there. So if you don't want to miss a single beat, a single video, I highly recommend you subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss a future video I'll be coming out with. Let's get right into this. You're looking at the homepage. It says here, we streamline SBA loans. Let SmartBiz help you get the best financing for your business needs. So they'll work with SBA loans. We're talking about 7A loans as well in there. And so I'm going to get into a little bit of that, but you're looking at an SBA 7A loan from a 6% minimum to about a 10% of an interest rate on that. So it is relatively lower than going through the traditional banks. And that's a great advantage that SmartBiz gives you, is that they are competitive rates and they can really help you move forward. Now, we see here that it says interest rates 4.75% to 7.0%. And that, again, is also factoring things like real estate. Doing real estate, we're talking about 5 to somewhat a little bit in the higher 5 range. So SBA loan amounts, 30,000 to 5 million. Repayment terms, you get 10 to 25 years. So I know you were looking for a long-term solution. You're somebody who's like, I want lower interest rates and I want a long-term payback. And that's what SBA loans allow you to do, which, by the way, if you want to continue to learn about different SBA news, up to date, to stay in the know so you're not missing out on anything, make sure, again, that you subscribe. And there'll be more information down below in the description so you can learn about the different material that I've already come out with on the subject matter. Now, you can see if you pre-qualify. But before we do that, how to apply for a PPP loan forgiveness. Now, at the time of me making this video, you know how the whole PPP loan thing is in an open, but people are going through the whole stages of forgiveness and the rounds and so forth. So funding for the Paycheck Protection Program ended on May 31st, 2021. Our SmartBiz team is honored that we could assist nearly 200,000 businesses. We are also excited that 60% of the businesses we help are women-owned, minority, or veteran-owned businesses all across America. Now, one thing to note, when you are getting yourself into a SBA loan, specifically through SmartBiz, is the requirement to have a credit score is a little less than other places. So that's a bit of an advantage. You're looking at like the 640 pluses. We're getting into the 675 plus range. Other places require it more or less, but to be higher. But that's something you can count on with SmartBiz. And they're looking at financials, so something around 50,000 annually coming in. Have at least 3 years to date with business taxes and the credibility that goes into play here, you got to look at. So if you don't have those types of solutions and you can't get your hands on an SBA loan, I know how hard it is to get one, to get qualified for one, even if SmartBiz's requirements are less than in other places and some of the revenue requirements are less, you still have to have strong financials, strong bank statements, deposits. There's more that goes into it, and it takes longer to get one. And if you don't get it, how much longer do you have to wait? Do you have to put any collateral down if you are getting, let's say, maybe an SBA Eidl or whichever one it is, and you're like, no, then I got to wait longer periods. It's a whole hassle. Now, if you want a faster solution and you want same-day instant approval funding up to 25,000 with low requirements, we're talking about as little as a 450 plus FICO credit score. We're talking about poor, bad range here. Then I highly recommend you check out Bank Breezy with the David Allen Capital Link service, where you can also get up to 2 million incredibly fast approval within a day and funds within 1 to 5 days, depending on your needs. You can get access to this very quickly. I'll leave this down below in the description for you to check out as an SBA alternative solution. And even if you're waiting, this won't hurt you. You can get approved for this. Again, this is here. Immediate approvals, 5,000 plus monthly bank revenue, business checking account, have 6 months in business, 450 plus FICO credits for all industries are welcomed. Payment history will earn you more. Add-on funds are available, early pay discounts, a personalized account manager to hold you by the hand so you don't have to feel like this lone wolf trying to go at it by yourself. This is all going to be there. It's a great solution for you. No hard credit inquiry, soft credit pulls, transparent terms, no collateral is required, industry-leading early pay discounts. Get this, no interest rates. That's right. We calculate on total payback. We're generally 50% less expensive than anywhere else, and we provide the best lenders out there. So make sure, check this out if you want to get up to 25,000, and if you want to get up to 2 million, that'll be down there below for you as well, so you can learn more about these programs. But there's also things like customer financing and payment processing you can check out as well. So when the SBA can't help, we can. You can get up to 2 million this week. Very great service. It's one that I recommend the most people have been using, and it's been phenomenal for many. Now that is there. Now let's come back to this. So the smartest way to say yes, nearly 4.0 billion in SBA 7A PPP Paycheck Protection Program and bank term loans, helping SmartBiz becomes the nation's one online facilitator of SBA and bank term loans under 350,000. Now, again, if you're requesting over that 500,000 or over 350,000, you may require some collateral depending on the type of SBA loan it is. But we've helped over 220,000 small businesses get funded to support 300,000 small business jobs. Over 50% of the loans funded by our banks are for women-owned, minority, or veteran businesses. Banks utilize the Smart Business platform to process more than 10% of the entire nation's volume of traditional SBA 7A loans under the 350,000 range. Again, that's under. Now, here is how it works a little bit. Get to know you, complete one streamlined loan application online so we can learn more about you and your unique business, hassle-free. Understand your options. Your dedicated SmartBiz team member walks you through the loan application and recommends the best options based on your business and financial profile, which is a great thing because it shows you not only one thing, but it gives you multiple options. Match you with the right lender. At the end of the day, you want to make sure you're going to the right person who specifically knows your industry, your type of business, what your needs are. We match you with the banks or non-bank lenders in the SmartBiz network, most likely to approve your loan application. Stay by your side. SmartBiz Advisor, our free online tool, helps you track the financial health of your business over time. And there's a little bit of information here. Compare your options. You can see here, estimated APR, competitor non-bank lenders, 9% to 36%. Competitor cash advance providers, 20% to 100%. Now, that's not with all cash advance providers. Like I just showed you here, David Allen Capital is a cash advance model. It's a revenue-based funding industry. It's not a traditional merchant cash advance where they are deducting a future percentage of your credit and even debit card receivables. We don't ask for any of that. We don't do any of that. We just say, hey, here is the payback amount. This is what you're going to give us back in return. Right, and what you're thinking is if it's expensive, it's 50% less expensive than anywhere else. The thing is, does the benefit exceed the repayment? If your benefit does not exceed that, it doesn't make sense to move forward with this and with anybody else. You got to think about that. It's generally going to be more expensive online than it is to going through a bank. So if you can't get it through a bank, just know that. And if you can, look at those options. So SBA loans 5.04% to 10.29%. And then that's underneath the SmartBiz. And then bank term loans, 11.67% to 31.66%. So you can see the advantages of going with somebody like SmartBiz. The funding process, it takes 7 to 14 days for a competitor. The cash advance providers, 1 to 7 days. SBA loans, 7 days or more. Bank term loans, 7 days or less. So it's within the same range. It can be a little bit more too. That's what to expect with an SBA loan. They're going to be longer processes. And you don't want to drag that process out. If you need funding right away, like I said, again, you can get access to David Allen Capital up to 2 million. And I have other programs and services, but this is like my #1 recommended source for it. And you can even get up to 25,000 same day instant approval, and it won't hurt you. It's a great way to go. No hidden fees or anything like that. So long term, 1 to 5 years for a competitor, less than 1 year. And then we have 10 to 25 years, a little bit longer, 2 to 5 years bank term loans there. Typical payment for a $100,000 loan, $5,000 per month. Competitor, non-bank lenders. Competitor for the cash advance providers, $12,000 per month. Daily payments are required. That's just how cash advances work. SBA loans, $1,110 per month. Bank term loans, $2,075 plus per month. So you can see that there. And then there's some frequently asked questions, which we're going to kind of go through here. But let's go up here. SBA loans, click that. Get the gold standard in small business lending. You can see the interest rates, SBA loan amounts, prepayment terms, 10 to 25 years, how they are on your side, the basics. So right here, the SBA will pay 6 months of principal, interest, and any associated fees on any eligible SBA 7A loan disbursed prior to September 27, 2020. You can see that time range. What is an SBA loan? Government guaranteed small business loan that has a long-term and low interest rates. Okay. What can you use your SBA loan for? For many things, any type of working capital, operational expenses, marketing, hiring, etc. SBA loans can be used to fund new equipment purchases as well if you want to get that cash to use for it. SBA Paycheck Protection Program, up to 10 million Paycheck Protection Program as a result of the CARES Act. Where can you apply? And then just a little bit of information. How much do you want to borrow? We can see how this would work with this amount. Say we wanted 97,000, or let's go with 96. Go to the beginning. And then monthly payment, you're looking at 1,076. Long term for 10 years, interest rate 6.0%. APR with fees 7.21%. And then interested in a commercial real estate loan. Now that's where this comes into play. We're looking at the real estate side. So we're looking at interest rates between 4.75 to 6%. SBA from 500,000 to 5 million, repayment terms 25 years. Now, purchase of refinance commercial real estate with an SBA loan from 4.7 to 6%, like I just mentioned. How it works: pre-qualify for an SBA 7A commercial real estate loan in as little as 5 minutes without impacting your credit score. Simply, you're going to provide your basic information online that will automatically tell you if you pre-qualify for an SBA commercial real estate loan of that amount. Provide financial information. Tell us how you plan to use your funds. Very important you do that. Even I'll ask these questions. And provide financial information about your businesses and its owners if there are more than one. Your SmartBiz loan relationship manager is here to assist you at any point in your process. Accept your letter of intent, conduct property evaluation, and you get funded. And how much do you need for it? There's a little way you can evaluate that here. 2,900 will do 2,490,000. Monthly payment 14,195. Loan term 25 years if it is. Interest rates 4.75%. APR with 5.05%. So you can see how low that is. And just some of the qualifications: at least 51% of the property's square footage must be occupied by and used by your business. 3+ years in business. That's a little bit longer there. Business owners must be a U.S. citizen or legal permanent residents. Business owners must have personal credit scores above 675, which I wrote down on my notes here from also helping many other people. That FICO score, relatively higher, which is what you're going to see with most SBA loans. So expect that. Cash flow to support loan payments. So some of the no's here: developers or landlords that are not actively occupying the property. Investment properties, for example, the majority of the property will be leased or it is a real estate flip project. Bankruptcies or foreclosures in the last 3 years prior default on government-backed loans. Outstanding tax liens. And construction, for example, purchasing an empty lot and building a new structure. And if you'd like to learn more about SBA loans, there's a little bit of information there. Before I go into showing you how to qualify and all that, let's go to bank term loans. And these are fixed interest rates and are shorter repayment terms. Greater option when you need the funds more quickly. Interest rates as low as 6.99%. Bank term loans, 30,000 to 500,000. Repayments 2 to 5 years. These are fixed rate loan with stable monthly payments. These loans are great for fit when you need funds quickly and want to lock in your interest rates. The same streamlined process is used for term loans through the bank and Smart Business Network. Proceeds from the bank term loan can be used in a variety of ways to meet your business's goals. Funds can be used for working capital, debt, a little bit of everything there, as we said earlier. One application does it. That's very fast. And current bank term loans, you can see there. Monthly repayments, no prepayment penalties. How much do you want to borrow? Let's say it's 175,000 monthly, 3,464. Long term, 2 to 5 years. Interest rates as low as 6.99%. APR with 9.67% in that. Qualifications: you have to have 2 years, 2+ years in business. Business owners must be U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents. Business owners must have a personal credit score of above 660. Cash flow to support loan payments. So right there, if you don't have that type of a FICO, you don't have the time in business, then it can disqualify you. And the thing too is, if you go into a default at the end of a month, if you can't make those payments that are maybe not even as fixed, then it will disqualify you for ever getting funding online. That's why I don't recommend monthly payments. If you can get away from that and they're not fixed terms that can fluctuate, get away from it. And it's not very easy to get these types of loans, especially if you don't have the time in business, you don't have the right revenue, the right type of deposits per month. They look at that, the projections, 660, and that's just for, that's like B2C paper lending. And what that means is if you have like 700 plus FICO scores, then they require a certain amount of revenue coming in, and then you can qualify for less of an interest rate or payback. If you have a B2C range, you're looking at that 660 more or less, and there will be a less of a revenue requirement, but you'll have to be asked to pay bigger interest rates, additional fees, and sometimes there's a hidden cost, which you don't see much here, but that's what you have to take into account. No bankruptcies or foreclosures in the last 3 years, outstanding tax liens. Okay, so that is it for that section. And again, if you can't qualify for that and you want to get up to 2 million incredibly fast funding with as low as a 450 plus FICO, 4+ or even 6+ months in business, and get these different options, I recommend somebody like David Allen Capital Link, as well as there will be other solutions in there. And again, if you need any help with this, comment back on this video. Let me know too, have you tried to get an SBA loan and it just hasn't worked? What type of financing solution would you like to get? What's happening in your situation? What business are you in? Also, all this will be in the description down below. So make sure to look through those links and those resources for the alternatives and so much more. And if you haven't already, you'll want to pick up this free 6-step pre-approval lending checklist that'll show you step-by-step how to save time when you walk into an application. You know for sure 110% with confidence and certainty you will get approved without wasting time. We're talking about days, weeks, months, and even years. This will be there for you. We'll walk you by the hand. We'll give you even bonus content, what to expect, and so much more. It's very valuable. And I'll leave this contact form down below too. If you want to get in touch with me, give me your information. It doesn't affect anything. It's just private. Me and you will be speaking. Email. It could be a quick phone call. I'll get on a call if need be, but we'll talk through email and so forth. And I'm just going to see what you have, and I'll be able to run this information. I've been doing this for a lot of years, helping people in many different industries get financing and different types of business loans, cash advances, you name it. I know the requirements. I know the underwriters. I know the lenders. I know what they're expecting, what they're looking for. I'm going to be here to help you with all that. Make sure to check it out. And just to end this video, just a quick few reviews. I wish I could give 0 stars. It's from the Better Business Bureau on SmartBiz Loans. Here, this company is a complete joke. I filled their application form in May 6, 2021. I got a loan approved date of May 12, 2021. This is after I went directly to the website, found out this, blah, blah, blah. Then after they email you and your application goes into their review, the silence starts. So they're really not getting any kind of response in return. So it's customer service support can be a lot better. And that's what basically you're seeing a lot with. They submitted over 100 clients to SmartBiz and they have not gone back to me after months of me reaching out. Completely let us down, getting automated emails telling us everything was great with our application for getting our second draw of PPP funding in place. We can never reach them by the phone or get a direct response. So you're seeing that across the board. Things like Trustpilot, you're going to see good to bad as well. Most so just take this with a grain of salt. You might get a lot of marketers who are putting information on here. The SmartBiz process is very helpful and organized in a complex application process. SmartBiz made this. Okay, they meant to say SmartBiz. SmartBiz made this process so easy. We'll be using them again. They are so nice and helpful. Any business owner should give them a try before going anywhere else. And they are a great solution to look for. And again, if you're looking for other types of SBA solutions, if you want to look into microloans, specifically if you're a startup, you can get up to like 50,000 and know what that is. I'll leave more information of that down below in the description with different reviews and content around that. Loan process, it was a smooth experience with you. You kept updating me all the time. That made me feel valued a lot. Personally contacted. I did not know I will ever get 80,700 PPP. That could really help my business, but I will keep my fingers crossed. And just a few things in there. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. Make sure I covered all the details here. More financing options, just so you can see there. What if a traditional loan isn't a fit? Things like a cash advance would be really helpful. Business line of credit, invoice factoring, and then there's business credit cards. You can give them a call to find out more information about that. Partner stuff, about us, an advisor. Click here. You can learn more. Get started with that advisor and get the help you need. And so forth. I believe I've covered everything I've needed to in this video. The SBA Paycheck Protection Program. Here you can learn more about this. we stand for you, how to apply for the PPP loan forgiveness, facts, who is eligible for it, and just a few things in there, and COVID-19 resources. Now, I believe I've covered everything. Let me do one quick check here. Oh, we click on the Apply Now button here. And then the right bank loan, the right rate, one fast and simple application. You're going to be doing step by step. How do you want to use your loan? You will select there, build my business or refinancing an existing debt, purchase or refinancing commercial real estate, as we spoke a little bit about earlier. SBA 7A bank loans up to 5 million. As you can see, step 2, how much do you want to borrow? You use the calculator. And then step 3, you tell us a little bit about you. You'll submit all that information and you'll be contacted with more. About 90% of the applications we refer to banks in our network are funded. We help you find the right loan, whether it's an SBA or bank term loan. We help you prepare your application to get the right loan for your business, and to keep you informed, keep your information safe. Our bank level 256-bit encryption protects your privacy and keeps your data secure, so you can know all that. So that's how it'll go. If you need any help with any of this, let me know. Look for all my resources in the description. Get in contact with me if need be. Thank you.